WWE 2K25 MyGM. We are on episode 3 of season 5, and this is the road to Bad Blood, with the countdown to the go home show being 3 weeks away and the countdown to the PLE itself being 4 weeks away. And since we are live right now, feel free to drop a reply in the chat right now if you want to. And before we get into the stream, episode 3 of season 5 of MyGM in WWE 2K25, that is, if you're new to this very channel, make sure to like and subscribe, and don't forget to turn on the notifications bell so you don't miss out on new content just like this one. And as you can see on your screens right now, folks, these are the matches set up for ECW this week as we begin the road to Bad Blood. And we are currently in Salt Lake City, Utah. And our number of fans is in the 4 millions. And our show cost is in the 40,000s, and our budget is in the 1 millions. And with all of that being said, we're going to confirm booking and let's get into it. And we kick off the road to Bad Blood with some SmackDown action. Kiana James versus Nikita Lyons versus Roxanne Perez in triple threat action to kick off the show. And the winner is the Prodigy, Roxanne Perez, with the win in this triple threat opener, as the rivalry between Kiana James and Nikita Lyons, on the other hand, continues to grow within the women's division on SmackDown. We get a promo from Montez Ford, in a okay promo at that, based on the promo rating. In the pop 2 levels up because of the green arrow going up, and an okay promo by Montez Ford. And onto some women's division action, one-on-one. Raquel Rodriguez versus the captain of Team Kick, Dakota Kai. And the winner is Raquel Rodriguez with the win over Dakota. And we get a tag team call-out promo from Angel Humberto Los Garza, calling out the Street Profits, Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford. Sean Spears takes on the other half of the Street Profits and Angelo Dawkins in one-on-one action, after Angelo's tag partner Montez Ford cut a promo just moments earlier. And the winner is Angelo Dawkins with the win. Almost says Sean Spears. Braun Strowman cuts a promo, and it gets a pop 4 levels up, and the promo is good based on the promo rating. simply good. In the main event, one-on-one women's action, a submission main event bout. The Genius of the Sky, Io Sky, takes on Piper Niven, and the winner is Io Sky with the win over Piper Niven. In the submission main event bout to close out SmackDown this week in MyGM. On to Monday Night Raw now. Triple threat opener. Dragon Lee versus Eric versus Tony D'Angelo. And the winner is Eric with the win. Kevin Owens with a promo. One-on-one women's division action. Isla Dawn versus Fallon Henley. The winner is Isla Dawn with the win. And we get a promo from Sami Zayn, in a excellent one at that, and the pop 5 levels up. More Monday Night Raw action as the Machine Gun Carl Anderson takes on the Nigerian Giant Omos with a run-in, a interference spot from Damian Priest. And the winner is the Nigerian Giant Omos. We get a promo from Xavier Woods calling out Damian Priest. In the main event, tag team women's action. Rhea Bloody Ripley teams up with the Pitbull Ivy Nile to take on JC Jane and Cora Jade. And the winners are Rhea Ripley and Ivy Nile with the win. On to NXT now, as we are midway through the week. A submission opener to kick off NXT. The greatest of all time, John Cena, takes on Charlie Dempsey. This modern day generation's William Regal. And the winner is Charlie Dempsey with the win. The Big LG, Lou Gallows with a promo. Tag team action. CM Punk teams up with Hula Hank to take on the team of Julius Creed and Cash Suplex. And the winners are CM Punk and Hula Hank. I think Cash Suplex is injured for 7 weeks. A promo from Javon Evans calling out Cash Suplex in a embarrassing promo at that. Definitely not a good promo. But as we always say, the show must and will go on. Tag team action, this time on the women's side, and it's for the NXT Women's Tag Team titles. The team of Kelly Contrail and Bianca Belair take on the team of Jada Parker and Blair Davenport. The winners and the new champions are Kelly Contrail and Bianca Belair are your brand new NXT Women's Tag Team Champions. We get a promo from Randy Orton calling out Brutus Creed. Scarlett versus Jade Cargill in a backstage brawl main event match to close out NXT this week. And the winner is Scarlett with the win. And we cap off the week with ECW. The home, the tribe, the land of extreme and hardcore too. Pete Dunne versus Nathan Fraser in one-on-one action. And the winner is Pete Dunne with the win. Becky Lynch with a promo. Extreme Rules action one-on-one. The Lone Wolf, Baron Corbin versus Wolfgang. And the winner is Baron Corbin with the win. A promo from Axiom calling out the Scottish Supernova himself, Noam Dar. A tables match, Devon Dudley versus Lexis King in a tables match one-on-one. And the winner is Devon Dudley with the win. In Extreme Rules triple threat main event match, Lash Legend versus Zoe Stark versus Tatum Paxley. And the winner is Lash Legend with the win. Three weeks left until Bad Blood. A message from Triple H to Paul Heyman. We have a few influencers who are eager to help our brand. I'm sure there's a way you can help each other. To the moon, we need to get ECW to the top of the charts. Let's pay them $25K. Triple H, to the moon, as they say. We'll see what we've paid for next week. A message from Lash Legend to Paul Heyman. Listen, I'm not feeling physically 100% right now. I don't mind pain. I don't want a serious injury. Is it okay if I take 2 weeks off? Sure, get some rest, Lash. Thanks, boss, I appreciate it. Small increase to Lash Legend's morale. Promise Lash Legend 2 weeks of rest in progress. Ensure that your most popular available giant is in a match this week. And we kick off the following week with SmackDown, of course, as we are drawing closer and closer to Bad Blood. And we kick it off with a triple threat opener for the WWE Women's Championship. Io Sky versus Piper Niven, the champion, versus Kiana James. The winner is Piper Niven is still your women's champion. A promo from Valhalla calling out Roxanne Perez. The future versus the past. A new generation versus a previous generation. The ruler Obafemi versus the legendary Texas Rattlesnake Stone Cold Steve Austin in a one-on-one matchup. And the winner is Stone Cold Steve Austin with the win. A promo from Charlotte Flair. Triple threat action. Berto versus Braun Strowman versus Montez Ford. And the winner is the monster of all monsters. Braun Strowman picks up the triple threat victory. A promo from Raquel Rodriguez calling out Dakota Kai. In the main event, one-on-one, Angel versus the legendary Deadman, The Undertaker. And the winner is The Undertaker with the win. The closeout SmackDown. And on to Monday Night Raw. Eric versus Dragon Lee in one-on-one action. A Goliath versus David type match right here. And the winner is Dragon Lee with the win. We get a tag team promo from JC Jane and Cora Jade calling out Rhea Ripley and the Pitbull Ivy Nile. Fatal 4-way action for Rhea Ripley's Women's World Championship. The challengers, Lara Valkyria, Fallon Henley, and Isla Dawn, and the current champion herself, Rhea, with a run-in, a interference from JC Jane. The winner is Rhea Ripley is still your Women's World Champion. A promo from Sami Zayn. The Nigerian Giant versus the Machine Gun. Omos versus Carl Anderson. And the winner is Omos with the win over Carl Anderson. A promo from the Don, Tony D'Angelo. Zero pop. A very weak promo. And the main event, one-on-one. Xavier Woods versus the Archer of Infamy, Damian Priest. And the winner is Xavier Woods with the win. On to NXT once more. Triple threat action for the NXT Championship to kick off the show. Javon Evans versus the Red Flame versus Charlie Dempsey. The young OG, Javon Evans, is the NXT champion. And the winner is Charlie Dempsey is your new NXT champion. A promo from John Cena calling out Charlie Dempsey. Tag team action. Women's tag team action. Bianca Belair and Kelly Contrail take on the team of Jada Parker and Scarlett. And the winners are Jada Parker and Scarlett, as a new rivalry has begun between the two teams. A promo from Lou Gallows calling out Trick Williams. Almost said tag team. A fatal 4-way tables match. Julius Creed versus CM Punk versus Argus the Great versus Hula Hank. The winner is CM Punk with the win. As a new rivalry, on the other hand, between Argus the Great and Hula Hank has begun in NXT. In the main event, a backstage brawl. Randy Orton versus Brutus Creed. And the winner is Brutus Creed with the win. On to ECW now. As we close out another week. The Man, Becky Lynch versus Zoe Stark in a women's opener 1-on-1. The winner is Becky Lynch. A promo from the Ring General Gunther, and an excellent promo at that. A TLC bout. Nathan Fraser versus Noam Dar. And the winner is Noam Dar with the win. An Extreme Rules match. Two big men. Two Goliaths. Ivar versus Trent Shaw. And the winner is Ivar with the win. And a new rivalry has begun between the two superstars on ECW. In the main event, an Extreme Rules triple threat match. And this should be a good one. Pete Dunne, the Bruiserweight, versus Axiom versus Lexis King. And the winner is Pete Dunne with the win. Another week of MyGM, as we are on the road to Bad Blood still, as the weeks draw closer and closer to the PLE, and Portland, Oregon is in the books. We've got 2 weeks left, and we are in Lowell, Massachusetts. A message from Triple H to Paul Heyman. 2 messages. Triple H, we just got the results from the influencers. Good news, they've brought in a very respectable 26K new fans. Glad it paid off. A message from Zoe Stark to Paul Heyman. Zoe Stark, hey, what amazing growth we've seen lately from ECW. I like to stay humble when I can, but you have to admit, you've seen some amazing growth out of me as well, right? I appreciate the opportunity I've been given to do what I love most here on ECW, but sometimes not enough, you know. I appreciate what you bring to ECW. You are one of our top stars. In fact, I want to offer you a bonus of $5K for helping carry this brand. I'm gonna go with the first option. They say money can't solve every problem, but it definitely helps. Thank you, Paul. This means a lot. I'm glad to know I'm valued. Thanks for staying on top of things. Major increase to Zoe Stark's morale. A message from Wolfgang to Paul Heyman. Hey boss, I've been talking with Lexus King a lot lately, and he had this great idea that we should team up for a tag match. I think we'd actually make an awesome tag team. Can I convince you to take a chance on us and book us a tag match in the next few weeks? Sure, let's see how your team works out. Great, I'll let them know. Can't wait to make our tag team debut. Small increase to Wolfgang's morale. Do not book your most popular available fighter this week. Instead of having Wolfgang and Lexus King make their tag team match in a few weeks, why not have them make their tag team debut right now, like this week? And we kick off the week with some SmackDown action, as we are like 2 weeks-ish left before the Bad Blood PLE. Nikita Lyons versus Kiana James in women's action to kick off SmackDown. And the winner is Kiana James with the win. A promo from Io Sky. Tag team action. Shotzi versus Tegan Knox versus Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez, since these two are a tag team in real life and members of the Judgment Day as well. And the winners are Shotzi and Tegan Knox. A promo from Sean Spears calling out Angela Dawkins of the Street Profits. A rematch from the previous week's SmackDown. but this time the roles are reversed. It was Obafemi taking on Stone Cold Steve Austin last week, but this week it's Stone Cold Steve Austin taking on Obafemi. The Texas Rattlesnake versus the Ruler. The past meets the future. The previous generation versus the new generation. And the winner is the legendary Stone Cold Steve Austin with the win. A promo from Montez Ford, the main event, a triple threat match for the WWE Women's United States Championship. Valhalla versus Dakota Kai, the challengers, versus the current champion Charlotte Flair. The winner is Charlotte Flair is still your Women's US Champion. On to Monday Night Raw now. Xavier Woods versus Damian Priest to kick off the show. The winner is Damian Priest, as the Archer of Infamy picks up the win over Xavier Woods. A promo from Kevin Owens, and an excellent one at that, based on the promo rating and the pop too. It gets a 6 levels up. On to some women's division action, 1-on-1. Fallon Henley versus Lara Valkyria, and the winner is Lara with the win. Isla Dawn cuts a promo. The Nigerian Giant versus the Machine Gun. Omos versus Carl Anderson. The winner is Carl Anderson with the win. A promo from Sami Zayn. A tornado tag for the Women's Tag Team Championships in the main event. Rhea, Bloody Ripley, and the Pitbull, Ivy Nile, take on JC Jane and Cora Jade. The winners and new champions are Rhea Ripley and Ivy Nile, as Cora Jade is injured for 4 weeks. On to almost said Monday Night Raw. On to NXT. Blair Davenport versus Bianca Belair for the EST's NXT Women's Championship to kick off the show. The winner is Bianca Belair is still your NXT Women's Champion. And we get a tag team promo from Scarlett and Jada Parker, calling out Bianca Belair and Kelly Contrail. Triple threat action on NXT. Argus the Great versus Hula Hank versus the young OG Javon Evans. The winner is the young OG Javon Evans with the win. The Red Flame with a promo calling out CM Punk. Luke Gallows, the Big LG, takes on Trick Willie himself, Trick Williams, in a tables match. And the winner is Luke Gallows with the win. Randy Orton takes on Brutus Creed in the main event with a run-in, a interference from Julius Creed of the Creed brothers. The winner is Brutus Creed with the win. And we cap off the week once more with ECW. Pete Dunne versus Noam Dar in a TLC opener. The winner is Noam Dar with the win, as Pete Dunne is injured for 2 weeks. A promo from Lash Legend, and a weed promo at that. 0 pop. Yeah, definitely not a good promo. Extreme Rules triple threat. Becky Lynch versus Zoe Stark versus Tatum Paxley. Becky Lynch with the win. Tag team action. Wolfgang versus Lexis King. Well, Wolfgang and Lexis King versus Nathan Fraser and Axiom Fraxium. And the winners are Wolfgang and Lexis King with the win. Gunther versus Ivar in a Extreme Rules match. A colossal and extreme main event altogether.
Versus Tiffany Stratton.
And the winner is the Ring General, Gunther with the win.
I mean Nikki Bella versus
1 week left until Bad Blood. A message from Drew McIntyre to Paul Heyman. Drew McIntyre, it's been too long, but I'm back. Thanks for the opportunity. The movie was getting some serious buzz during test screenings. This is great for my career. Great to have you back. We need you here. Let's get back to work. A message from Wolfgang to Paul Heyman. I told you Lexis King and I really hit off as a team last week. Thanks for pairing us up. We're looking forward to the next tag match. Did you hear the crowd last week when we got our first tag team win? I knew Lexis King and I would kill it. You just keep putting us in tag matches and we'll keep delivering the ratings. I've certainly had worse bosses. Small increase to Wolfgang's morale. A message from Ivar to Paul Heyman. Listen, I'm not feeling physically 100% right now. I don't mind pain, but I don't want a serious injury. Is it okay if I take 2 weeks off? Sure, get some rest, Ivar. Thanks, boss.
I play GM mode later and do Nikki Bella versus Tiffany Stratton, and you have a challenge that you play as your favorite wrestler in need.
Thanks, boss. I appreciate it. Small increase to Ivar's morale. Not fulfilled. Book your least popular available star for a match this week. all the matches have been set up for the final ECW before Bad Blood. And we are in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. And we kick off this final week of MyGM before Bad Blood with some SmackDown action. A backstage brawl tag team bout. And it is for the women's tag team titles. Raquel Rodriguez and Piper Niven take on the current champions Shotzi and Tegan Knox. And the winners are Shotzi and Tegan Knox are still your women's tag team champions. And we get a promo from Valhalla calling out Roxanne Perez, Braun Strowman versus Shawn Spears versus The Undertaker versus Josh Briggs in Fatal 4-Way action. And the winner is the legendary Undertaker with the win. A promo from Charlotte Flair, Nikita Lyons versus Kiana James versus Io Sky in Triple Threat Women's action. The winner is Io Sky with the win, as the rivalry between Nikita Lyons and Kiana James, on the other hand, is over. A promo from Dakota Kai calling out Raquel Rodriguez, Stone Cold Steve Austin, the legendary Texas Rattlesnake once more takes on the ruler Oba Femi. The winner is Oba Femi with the win after falling to defeat against Stone Cold in their previous 2 matches on SmackDown. Tag Team Championship main event match. The current champions Los Garza, Berto, and Angel take on the Street Profits, Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford. The winners are Angelo Dawkins are your new WWE Tag Team Champions, as the rivalry between the two teams are over. On to Monday Night Raw now. Xavier Woods versus Damian Priest in a one-on-one opener. Which of these two rivals will get the win? The winner is Damian Priest with the win, as the rivalry between him and Xavier Woods is over. A promo from Kevin Owens, and an excellent one at that. Tag Team Championship action, and it is for the World Tag Team titles. The LWO, Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee versus the Authors of Pain, Akam and Razor. The winners are Akam and Razor are still your World Tag Team Champions. A promo from Isla Dawn, and we get a tables match between Eric and Sami Zayn. A Goliath versus David type match. The winner is Eric with the win. Lyra Valkyria with a promo calling out Fallon Henley. Tag team action. JC Jane and Fallon Henley, Fatal Influence, take on Rhea Ripley and Ivy Nile, the Pitbull. The winners are JC Jane and Fallon Henley, Fatal Influence with the win. A promo from the Don himself, Tony D'Angelo. Backstage brawl. The Nigerian Giant versus the Machine Gun. Omos versus Carl Anderson. And the winner is Carl Anderson with the win, as Omos is injured for 7 weeks, and as the rivalry between the two continues to grow here on Raw. On to NXT now. A Falls Count Anywhere matchup for the NXT Championship to kick off the show. Charlie Dempsey versus John Cena, the greatest of all time. The winner is John Cena is your new NXT champion, as the rivalry between the two continues to grow here on NXT. Charlie Dempsey and John Cena, that is. And we get a promo from Scarlett and Jada Parker calling out their rivals Bianca Belair and Kelly Contrail. More NXT action in just our next bout. Argus the Great versus Hula Hank. The winner is Argus the Great with the win, as the rivalry between the two continues to grow here on NXT. A promo from the Big LG, Luke Gallows. A fatal 4-way for the North American Championship. CM Punk versus Julius Creed versus Brutus Creed versus the champion himself, Randy Orton. The winner is CM Punk is your new NXT North American champion. A new rivalry has begun. A rivalry is over, and 2 superstars are on the injury list. A promo from Trick Williams calling out the Big LG, Carl Anderson. The Red Flame versus the Young OG, Javon Evans, in a Iron Man match. The winner is a draw. A promo from Jay Cargill. The main event, a Falls Count Anywhere match for the NXT Women's Championship. Bianca Belair versus Blair Davenport. We saw a previous Falls Count Anywhere match between Charlie Dempsey and John Cena for the NXT Championship, in which Cena won. Will we have a similar outcome if Blair Davenport becomes the new NXT Women's Champion? The winner is, I called it, Blair Davenport is the new NXT Women's Champion, folks, as the rivalry between her and Bianca Belair is over, and the EST is injured for a couple weeks. And we are on to ECW, and the final one before Bad Blood. Becky Lynch versus Zoe Stark in one-on-one action, and the winner is Zoe Stark. And the rivalry between Becky and Zoe continues to grow within the women's division here on ECW. Lexis King cuts a promo in a week 1 at that. A Goliath versus David type match right here. Lash Legend versus Tatum Paxley. The winner is Lash Legend with the win. Triple threat Extreme Rules action. Trent Shaw versus the always alpha Eddie Thorpe versus the lone wolf Baron Corbin. And the winner is Eddie Thorpe with the win. Axiom with, almost said Axiom with the win. Axiom with a promo. Nathan Fraser versus Noam Dar in a TLC bout. The winner is Noam Dar with the win. And the main event, the Scottish Warrior versus the Ring General. Drew McIntyre versus Gunther in the main event. And the winner is Gunther with the win. Week 15, Bad Blood. A message from Drew McIntyre to Paul Heyman. I've been putting in a lot of work. I think I've earned the shot at the world title. How about it? You're right, Drew. You'll get your shot within 3 weeks. Great. Looking forward to it. A message from Nathan Fraser to Paul Heyman. I feel like I'm the fall guy every week at the moment. Whatever my next match is, I want to win. Okay. Promised Ivar 2 weeks of rest. Have at least one tables match this week. I'm gonna have Drew McIntyre face Gunther for the ECW World Championship. It's gonna be contested in a tables match. So who do I want to pick on the ECW side to represent this backstage fatal four-way brawl? Ivar, Noam Dar, Ivar, Nathan Fraser, Axiom, Lexus King, Devon Dudley, Baron Corbin, Eddie Thorpe, Wolfgang, Trent Shaw. Throughout the past PLEs in MyGM, I normally go for like the big men, regardless of what their popularity and what their stamina is, with like a Gunther, a Drew McIntyre, or a Oba Femi, for example. I am gonna go with some of the smaller and less big guys. I'm gonna go with Nathan Fraser for the on the ECW side for this one. In the main event, similar thing, a women's fatal four-way backstage brawl. for the ECW side, I'm gonna go with the man Becky Lynch for this. And before we get into the action, if you're new to this very channel, like I said before in my intro, make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't yet. And since we are still live at the moment, feel free to reply in the chat. All the matches have been set up, and it's time to confirm booking. And we are in Pittsburgh, PA. And instead of playing the match, instead of selecting spectate, we are actually going to simulate the match. We've got R-Truth from NXT, Nathan Fraser from ECW, Braun Strowman from SmackDown, Akam, one half of the Authors of Pain from Monday Night Raw, alongside Razor Akam, that is, and one half of the World Tag Team Champions. We are actually going to simulate the match. The winner is R-Truth with the win, as Akam is injured for 2 weeks. And we're going to simulate the following matches. Now it's time for the ECW World Championship match, contested in a tables match. The challenger, Drew McIntyre, who is the ECW World Television Champion, as he takes on the current ECW World Champion, the Reign General, Gunther, in a tables match. Who's walking out of Bad Blood in Pittsburgh with the gold intact? Will Drew McIntyre become the new champion, or will Gunther retain? We're going to select spectate and see how the match plays out.
The following champion versus champion contest is a tables match and is for the ECW World Heavyweight Championship.
Scottish warrior is ready for battle.
Brandishing the King's blade. This is a man who fought his way all the way to the top of WWE. Some
Something tells me the countdown to Claymore has already begun.
His first time in WWE, in his words, was a failure.
Yeah, but Drew McIntyre left WWE, he proved himself, and then returned to become a champion and a main event level talent here in WWE. The look of confidence on the face of Drew McIntyre says it all. He's about to do what he loves to do most, and that's get in a fight.
The ring general making his imposing march to the ring.
A man with technical expertise that dissects the human body. Gunther's all business. There is very little wasted motion in this man when he gets going.
Well, there may be roadblocks in his path, but Gunther's dominance has shown no signs of slowing.
Record-breaking reigns with the NXT, UK, and Intercontinental titles. He's put away main eventers and future Hall of Famers while defending those titles.
There is no sword sharper than that of the Scottish Warrior.
Be ready for extreme brutality.
Introducing the challenger. From Ayr, Scotland, weighing in at 254 pounds, the ECW World Television Champion, the Scottish Warrior, Drew McIntyre. And his opponent, from Vienna, Austria, weighing in at 250 pounds, the ECW World Heavyweight Champion, Gunther.
The past doesn't matter. Here's where it counts. Here is where it's settled. The prize is on the line.
Kicking things off here in this tables match. You can use those tables any way that your twisted mind can conceive.
Yeah, but in the end, it's about putting your opponent through a table before they put you through one. Great awareness is a huge asset in this match because things can go sideways real quick here.
Did you hear that impact? Saw it coming. It counters it. Rain down with unbelievable force, and this could be their path to the title. Up high. Side steps. Backbreaker. McIntyre counters with power. Whip back into the ring. grabbing the arms and just rapid stops.
Just stomping every single part of his body. No respect being shown whatsoever with those stomps.
And just being tossed away there. I don't think people realize the amount of strength it takes to hurl someone like that. Gunther falling victim to a surge of attacks here.
Unfamiliar territory for Gunther, as McIntyre's simply outclassing the ring general here.
And now headed to the outside. He's leaving the ring now. No countouts to worry about. Big boot. Oh, he cuts it off. McIntyre gets met with a response. Knee drop.
That was nasty.
So precise.
Turn it around with a reversal. Oh.
Muscling up their opponent. What a gut-wrench powerbomb.
That powerbomb was absolutely worthy of both halves of its name.
I can't begin to imagine what he's got planned here, guys.
Maybe it's a yard sale. Future shot. DDT.
The workmanlike approach of McIntyre, just doing whatever it takes to lock up a win here tonight.
Oh, delivers the enziguri for a counter. McIntyre gets away from that. And he now slides back into the ring. From way up. Tumbling down.
The people who are like watching this stream right now, I'm going to have to like stop the stream and start over. Well, since Drew McIntyre and Gunther are not gonna like wrestle in this tables match for the ECW World Title at Bad Blood. Yeah, I am gonna have to stop the